You can go no contact. You have the strength to do it. In this video, I'm gonna share with you the 4 things that you might be telling yourself and the reason you should not go no contact. Let me explain. If you want to get back with your ex, or if you want to heal after a very difficult breakup, why no contact is essential and you have no other option than to try it.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
The first objection is, why can't we be friends? And there's a very big temptation to stay in touch with that person because they are very important in your life. And I have nothing against you being friends with your ex. The problem is that if you stay in touch right after the breakup, you maintain a form of complicity, a form of chemistry that is very, very unhealthy, especially if you don't have the same agenda, your ex and yourself. If they are convinced that they don't want you back in their life, while you are trying to use this strategy to get back with them, you're gonna suffer even more. So it's important for you to break things, to really create a space, a void, because otherwise you maintain this form of intimacy, you have the same private jokes, the same rituals, and it's gonna be very hard for you to become friends and to become, in a way, emotionally neutral. So be aware of that. I'm not against being friends with an ex, but it's important to have this phase between the breakup, you're single, you live your life, you reclaim your identity, because when we're in a relationship, in a way, we lose part of our identity. And once you've done that, you can reconnect, you can be friends with that person. Second one, I need to reach out, I need to connect with them because I want closure. Acceptance is key. It's the last stage of the grieving process. You have to accept right now that you might never get all the answers. I help people to get back with their exes. I help people dealing with breakups. And very often, we don't get these answers. Very often, my ex's clients, they never reach out. They never reply. They ghost. They disappear. And we have no other option than to accept that closure is personal. Now, I described the worst case scenarios, but you have to understand that the grieving process, understanding those things, is very personal. Your pain is personal. Your perception of the relationship and the breakup is personal. Yes, perhaps at some stage it makes it easier to have a conversation with your ex about the breakup. But I can guarantee you that if you do the right things, if you work properly, when I say work on yourself properly with a therapist, with a coach, with anyone, to really address those insecurities, to really reflect on the relationship, you don't need your ex. Your friends will give you a good opinion, a good view on what was the relationship, for example, if you want some unbiased opinion, for example. Well, it will be biased, but they will be on your side. So it's very important for you to understand that don't be obsessed like, I just need to have those answers. Because your ex might not give you those answers. The answers that you might get might not be what you want to hear. And that actually won't help you to grieve or process the breakup. My experience, it's not by talking with your ex that you'll feel better. It doesn't work like this. Third objection, I want to be available in case of. Yes, you don't want to close the door, right? You know that they still have feelings for you. But if you go no contact, what they're going to do if they want to reach out? What you're doing by keeping yourself available, you keeping yourself in what we call on the hook. And so your ex can decide to get you back whenever they want. The problem with this dynamic is that they don't feel any urge or any pressure. Remember, people value what they don't have. So obviously, the person who decided to end the relationship will feel the loss later than someone who is the dumpy. I hate this expression, but you get me. And so it's very important for you to understand that, yes, they will feel the loss if they feel that you're gone. Okay? So it's exactly the same mechanism. if they are serious, if they have feelings for you, at some stage they reach out. So it doesn't prevent you from reconciling with your partner. You need this, they need this. No contact is also very useful in terms of healing, but so there's an element of healing and having that space, removing all the triggers, all the stimuli that will make you feel depressed because you are thinking about your ex, but also from your ex's point of view, they can see that, okay, he's serious about the breakup, I feel the loss now. And it's very important for you to understand that, yes, but I need to message them every now and then so they know I'm alive. They don't need to know that you're alive. Actually, it's better if they don't know what you're up to. They would want to know what you're up to, and they would reach out this way. Fourth one, we see each other. So your colleagues, you have mutual friends. The no contact in that context is when I say you remove the random text. So if you have mutual friends, continue to go out. If your work colleagues and you have to speak with them, it's okay. But it's just trying to remove yourself from texting them or messaging them. That has nothing to do with the, or for example, if you are on the WhatsApp group, you can continue to message, but you shouldn't message them directly. Don't try to manipulate, to make them jealous because you see each other. It needs to be formal, it needs to be kept to a minimal level of intimacy and emotional connection. Don't joke with them, don't sort of try to make them laugh, don't try to please them or to sort of flirt with them. That's not the point. They really need to feel like we broke up. That is what you wanted. So I'm not going to give you my best version. I'm not going to basically be there to please you, to make you feel important, because I'm not part of your life anymore. Quick recap. No contact is an amazing tool to heal. You will find potentially hundreds of reasons to break no contact. Drunk, if you want to have sex, forgotten things, etc., etc. You have to be mindful of those urges. So as a therapist and as someone who's very interested in the unconscious mind, we all have impulses, right? So whenever we feel an discomfort, whenever we feel sad, depressed, we have an urge to cope with this by eating a cookie, by smoking cigarette, by drinking wine, by texting our ex. This is exactly the same thing. So it's important to be mindful of these urges and understand that no contact provides a framework to establish new routines. And that's why it's very important. I have the book Atomic Habit behind me. It's important to remove the cues from your life, and that's why it's important for you to go no contact so you can really focus on yourself and understand that when you break no contact, when you get in touch with them, you start the healing process from square one almost. So if you have any other questions and if you have any time, read this book. It's a really good book, Atomic Habit. Let me know in the comment section if you have any other questions, anything that you would want to share to anyone who struggled with no contact, and when I will see you tomorrow. Take care, bye bye.
igetmyexback.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.